I'm someone who really likes the Supertrend indicator because it helps me trade with the trend easily and very clearly. Personally, I also enjoy looking for strategies that use the Supertrend indicator with the gold market. So today I had a question in my mind. What is actually the best value for the Supertrend on the gold market in the 4-hour time frame? I used ChatGPT to help me find the most accurate value and then tested it on the real market for over 3 years. The results were far better than I expected. Today, I'm going to share those Supertrend values with you all, including the trading strategy that can really make a profit in the gold market. And if friends like this kind of pro clip, don't forget to like, share, and notify each other so that you don't miss the next episode of Rody Clips or receive free techniques via Line Art School that is on the screen. Now, if you're ready, let's go. That wraps up the testing. I have to say, this episode is really intense. I need to clarify first that I conducted this system test on the gold chart 4-hour time frame using the Tickmill broker's chart. This broker holds the FCA license from the UK, which is a top tier global Forex standard. There's no higher standard than the FCA license from the UK. So for those of you who want broker stability, reliable deposits and withdrawals, low commissions, and tight spreads, Tickmill is definitely the answer. Personally, my main account is with Tickmill broker as well. So this is how I set it up. I wanted to test from January 1, 2023 up to the present, which is April 1, 2025. That's a total of about 3 years. What happened during that time? Let's take a look together. The Supertrend system, for which ChatGPT found the parameters for me, is really simple to use. You can also apply this technique to your own strategies. Let's see how it turns a profit and what the maximum drawdown looks like. I used a method with 5% risk, a 10, 0 capital, and an R of 0.5 times. The win rate isn't too high or too low. It's at 62.22% over the past 3 years. The profit made is quite substantial at 216.77%. There were a total of 45 trades, 28 wins, and only 17 losses. Now look closely at this number, the profit factor. Normally, anything above 2 is considered good, but here it's as high as 2.47, which is really solid. As for the maximum drawdown, it's only 14.26%, which is quite low. I think this system is one that you all can really build upon very effectively. Or if anyone wants to incorporate other tools to further adapt and enhance this system that I've set up as a core, you'll definitely benefit from it. Now, let's see what value ChatGPT gives for the Supertrend and what the trading strategy looks like in the next part. If you had an AI that could trade for you 24 hours a day with a system to protect your account from being wiped out, would you dare to try it? This is AI Forex Sumpeter, an AI that has been active in the real market for over 3 years, consistently generating profits, and is stable with low risk. The system includes trade entries and an auto stop feature when the account drawdown reaches a maximum of 30%. There are more than 0 real users, both domestically and worldwide. It was developed by a team of engineers with over 14 years of experience in the Forex market. Customers can install the trading robot themselves. Or, if you prefer, our team can install it for you. Special promotion today. From the regular price of 22, 0 baht, now only 13, 0 baht. And that's not all you can pay in installments at 0% interest for up to 10 months, which comes to just 300 baht per month. Message us today and type interested in AI to receive details and the 13, 0 baht promotion immediately. AI Forex Sumpeter, let the AI system make money for you. Okay, let's continue. This part is very important. This is the section where I ask ChatGPT. If I use 3 Supertrend lines as my strategy to trade gold on the 4-hour trend, can you help create an indicator that gives alerts for up and down signals and also find the best parameters for the 3 Supertrend lines? Oh, and the Metoso, it replied, based on research and various articles after optimization to use these 3 lines. The first line is ATR period 7, multiplier 2.5, which is suitable. This is for capturing trend changes at an early stage. Next is the medium Supertrend or the middle line, which provides a balance between speed and accuracy. Use ATR period 10 with a multiplier of 3, which gives a balanced result and reduces false signals. Then the last line is the slow Supertrend, which does the least filtering, or you could say it filters out flaw signals, focusing on the highest reliability. For this, use the same ATR with a period of 14 and a multiplier of 3.5. The highlight of this is This line, as ChatGPT suggested, is very effective at filtering out false signals. It's suitable for confirming long-term trends on the 4-hour time frame. That's why I set the parameters like this: 7 and 2.5 for the first line, then 10 and 3 for the next, and finally 14 and 3.5 for the last line. The settings are exactly as ChatGPT recommended. The results look just like this, exactly as you saw in the test results a moment ago. I added a little something myself. I adapted it for my own use. ChatGPT didn't mention this, but I think it's necessary, and that's a line for filtering the major trend. As usual, it's the EMA. I use the 400 EMA, which is this white line here, the white future trend line. So set your parameters like this. If you missed it, just rewind and watch again. This is free on YouTube. There's no charge, so you can rewatch as much as you want. All right. That way you can keep winning like this. Okay, let's try it out. Set it up to trade both uptrends and downtrends. Now, let's get to the 4-step process for trading in this episode. This is very important, so you can just follow along with me. Step 1, the easiest step, is that I use the 400 EMA as a filter. Which line is the EMA? It's this white line right here. This is the 400 EMA. I hope you all remember that. In the case of an uptrend, of course, we have to wait for the candlestick to close above it, higher than the 400 EMA. For example, look at this candlestick right here. You'll notice that it closes above the 400 EMA at this point. So the chance that the trend will surge upward, that it will be an uptrend, is high. Okay, but we're not trading yet. This is just step 1. Next, in step 2, I use the 3-line Supertrend filter. The Supertrend lines all need to be green, green, green. But let me add a quick comment here. This is very important, so make a note of it. If this is the first color change after the price has reversed direction, meaning previously the candlesticks were below or under the EMA, and then they move up above like this, and the Supertrend turns green, green, green for the first time, we do not enter a trade yet. The reason is that based on testing, there's a high chance of getting a false signal in this situation. We will wait for the green, green, green to change back to at least one red line first. It could be red, red, or just one repeater is fine. Then we come back to monitor it again. For example, if it changes to red, green, green like this, that's okay. What does okay mean here? It means that if in the future it changes back to a confirmation signal from the Supertrend green, 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 then we will enter the trade immediately. This is very important. For example, this technique, can you see it, everyone? Let me explain it slowly again. Originally, the candlestick is below the water or below the MA, and then it breaks above and the Supertrend turns green, green, green for the first time. In this case, we still don't trade. Even though it's green here, we don't buy here. We have to wait for a pullback. Once it pulls back, 1, 2, or even all 3 Supertrend lines must turn red. This part is important. Why? Because if after that it turns back to green, 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 then there's a chance that it will drive the price toward a very high take profit based on testing. If you see this green, green, green like this, then it's all set. You can go ahead and place your order right away. For entering an order, you should enter at the closing price and set your stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line. Listen carefully. You enter at the closing price, and for the Supertrend, set your stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line with a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 1.5 times. Here, we've already tapped in one buy only. Did you manage to keep up, my friend? But notice something. Along the way, this position was already open, right? You can see the colors alternating, can't you? Green, green, green here, then suddenly there's a red in between, and then it goes back to, what is it? Another confirmation from the Supertrend, turning green, green, green again. While this part hasn't fully closed yet, it hasn't reached the take profit TP point. The question is, at this point, can you add more orders? Yes, you can, but you should hold no more than 2 positions. So, here, the first position is still open and hasn't closed yet. At this point, you can enter the second position. Enter at the HL close price and set your stop at the nearest Supertrend line as before. The risk-reward ratio remains the same, which is 1.5 times for this shot. Both positions will hit take profit, just at different times. I hope you're keeping up, everyone. Let's continue. If we want to enter a third trade, we have to wait for what? For the Supertrend to change color first, to change to just like this. Here it changes to green, 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 then changes to red, red. And then what happens? It turns back to 3 green lines again. The EMA 400 is still acting as a filter indicating an uptrend. So we can take buy trades because buying has the advantage here. This technique is actually quite simple. But the important point is that we use ChatGPT to find the optimal Supertrend values, and it really can't find them for us. You can use this cryo as a guideline to improve your own trading system. Here we take another take profit. But along the way, what happens? The green turns to red, then back to green, green. And then what? It clearly shifts to an uptrend again, which is indicated by green, green, green once more. So here we can add another position. See, set your stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line. 1.5 times, just go for it. Sometimes it even reaches 1.6. This is the trading method in this episode. Is really simple. And it's not just me saying it's easy. I actually have backtesting examples to show you as well, covering almost the past 3 years. You can try testing it out for yourself. Now, let's look at a downtrend example. Moving on to the downtrend step. The first step is that I have to wait for the candlestick to drop below or for the closing price to be lower than the EMA 400, which is right here. It's already lower than all of them. Next, I need the Supertrend to change color, turning red like this. Can you see it? This candlestick changes color from green, green, green to red, red. This aligns with the major trend or the EMA 400. You can place a sell order right away. Set your stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line like this. Set your risk-reward ratio at 1.5 times. I think this system doesn't look difficult at all. I believe you can keep up and make the most of it. Along the way here, the color changes from red, red. If it turns green, green, don't worry. That just means there's a pullback happening and there's a chance it will drop back down and turn into a red Supertrend again. See, it goes from red to green, green. Your previous order is still open here. Now it's all red, 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 red. Take a look here. Because this is an example of adding to your position, I'm showing you how to add more entries. So you place another order at the candlestick where it turns red, red, red for the first time. The stop loss, to keep it simple, is set at the nearest Supertrend line. Let's continue. You notice here that the second position has already been closed at this point. As for the first position, it closed a bit later, but it also closed successfully. So in this downward loop here, we managed to close both the first and second positions. Now, let's see what happens if we continue. At this point, it keeps going, turning green, 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 but there's still no entry opportunity yet. Now, at this point, you can see that the Supertrend indicator has changed from green, 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 and gradually shifted to red 1, red 2, and then red 3. Where is red 3? It's at this particular candlestick. See the red color at the top? That's the Supertrend indicator. So with red 3 appearing, we can open another sell position, placing the stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line. I want to emphasize this again, so you don't have to memorize it, just follow this method. So we sell here, following the trend we've set, and you get another position. Isn't that easy? We don't need to overthink it. When it's green, we hold steady, but as soon as it turns red, we go back to selling. Here, we open another sell position, placing the stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line with a risk-reward ratio of 1.5. So we take profit, but along the way, there might be some losing orders. For example, while holding this position, what happens here? It turns green for a moment, then switches back to red. At this point, you would incur a loss. Let me show you the losing trade as well. We need to sell right at the body of this candlestick when it turns red, but then it hits the stop loss. So this trade is a loss. You can mark this area in red to indicate the loss, and then look for a new entry opportunity, which would be at this candlestick here. When it turns green, 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 and then switches to red, you just place another sell order right here. This is how it works in real trading. Set your stop loss at the nearest Supertrend line, and then set your take profit for this trade as well. See, here you can recover your losses. If you lose, just let it go. But don't lose without calculating your risk or without proper money management. This is an example that includes both losing and winning trades back to back. So I encourage you all to watch this video carefully. If you miss anything, feel free to rewatch or ask any questions you have. You can always reach out with questions via the Action Trade Line account, or you can leave a comment below this video. To wrap things up, here's my final takeaway. What I've learned from this system is that AI, like ChatGPT, isn't just good for coding or summarizing news, but it can actually help analyze trading strategies, as you've seen in this video. And when you combine it with backtesting and a suitable broker, you can easily and sustainably build a system that beats the market. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any great videos in future episodes. That's all for today's video. Let me sign off for now. Good luck with your trading, and always trade mindfully. Goodbye.